Hello.
This is Tanya.
This is Paula.
And we are
Two Black Chicks and a Bottle of Wine.
We are back with week 4 of the competition.
Yes.
So you think you can dance. And oh my gosh, what? Oh Lord.
Amazing.
This is going to be hard to recap. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff to talk about.
A lot of stuff to talk about.
Okay. The judges, as always, are Nigel Lithgow, Paula Abdul, and Jason Derulo, who had some surprising insights for us.
Yes.
Yeah, he attended college for musical theater. We were taken aback.
Yes.
This was us taken aback. It was amazing.
Yes.
So, although on another point for the about the judges thing, we have not had any guest judges. What's happening there? We need guest judges.
No, I'm holding out for hope that, you know, maybe once they reach the top 10 and they start bringing in the all-stars, they'll, you know, maybe sneak in a guest judge here and there.
Yeah.
Yes. Because we're patiently waiting for Jesse Tyler Ferguson to.
We need our fix.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Work on that. Anyway, let's start things off with the opening routine, which was choreographed by Nick Flores and RJ Durrell. It was a cute little routine.
It was all right.
It was all right.
It was all right. Yes.
It was good. They were all together.
Yep.
In sync. They were coordinated. It was a cute enough routine.
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah. It was a decent opening. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't mind blowing, but it was something that was good. Yes. It wasn't just simply there. It was better than that.
Yeah, it was. And after the routine at the top of the show, we found out, or if you noticed, they were short one dancer, and we found out that Derek had suffered an injury during his rehearsal for his routine that he was going to do that evening, so he was not able to dance this evening.
Which really put him in jeopardy, but, you know.
Yeah, but, you know.
So, before we even get into anything else, you know, feel better, Derek.
Yes.
Get better soon.
Get better soon. And can't wait to see you perform next week.
Yes.
Cannot wait. So,
Spoilers.
Okay,
so let's get to the competition. Let's get to the dances.
And I think the producers took note. They probably read the reviews last week and realized that nobody was particularly thrilled about, you know, pairing up the groups in threes. They didn't like the threesomes.
Least of all the dances.
You know, it just wasn't working. So this week we got 8 little groups and they were paired off. And that was the best thing
that they could have done. The best thing they could have done. Because
we got some amazing performances tonight, guys. Amazing. Well, not.
It wasn't distracted. It wasn't one of those things where I've got to focus on this dancer and then this one and this one and nothing like that. We had couples. Thank you. All right, so let's get to it.
Let's kicking things off. Let me tell you, word of the day or the evening is beasting.
Beasting.
And
beasting. Not bee sting. Beasting.
Yes. And kicking things off was Haley and Yaya, and they took on a jazz routine by Ray Leeper.
Haley plus Yaya plus Leeper. Oh my.
Oh my God.
You can't.
Let me tell you, they brought their female empowerment to that stage and they just took it on. And
they ran with it.
They so ran with it.
It was awesome.
It was primal. It was beautiful. It was earthy. It was grounded. And they were just
They were making a statement. And they made that statement all over the stage.
They sure enough did. And it was a great routine. And then after their routine, they both found out that they were safe, which is great. Yay! And then moving on to the next routine, which was, as we would describe, crazy. Dave Scott brought the crazy to the stage, and Alexia and Neptune took on Dave Scott's hip hop routine, which was
in straitjackets with a padded wall. Hello. And you know what? It worked.
Sure enough did.
Sure enough did.
I mean, they were great. Again, Alexia.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, she came out. She did what?
May I say?
Yes, please did.
She put some stank on it. Oh Oh, it was nasty. Oh, she did it. She did it. She's been looking for a routine to make her stand out, and this is that one.
Oh,
this was the one. Yes.
Girl, you. Ooh.
Fluff. All right, but let's move on.
And they were both safe after their routine. Amazing again, and then moving on, it was JJ who took to the stage solo this time. Her partner was supposed to be Derek, but as we said before, Derek got injured in their rehearsals. He pulled a muscle in his back, so the doctors told him, you have to sit this out.
Yeah.
So it was an Argentine tango choreographed by Miriam and Leonardo, and JJ danced this routine with Leonardo, and oh my.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
Sexy.
Steam E-girl.
She did beautiful.
Seriously.
She had lovely technique. She was so on point.
Fantastic. The technique. I'm sitting there watching her footwork, and then I can't watch anything but her footwork because she is thrilling me with her flicks and the points as she just crosses her legs across his body and back and everything. And oh, it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. I was very, very happy. And yes, as both Nigel and my child stated, yes, had Mary Murphy been there, silence for Mary. Had Mary Murphy been there, Miss JJ would have been on that hot tamale train. And yes, she would have.
Yes, she would have stood up and screamed her little heart out.
It was muy caliente.
Very.
Moving on.
Moving on. We had probably one of the two best routines of the night, and it came from Jim and Ariana.
Yes.
They took on a contemporary routine by Sean Cheeseman.
This one gets you right in the feels. Right in the feels.
Here. And
the entire number was about with depression. Yeah. It was about with depression, and Ariana was embodying the depression and how it was weighing down on Jim's body and soul. And the dance itself was seamless. Absolutely seamless. They worked together like they've been doing this forever.
They were united in this, and like you said, they were seamless. They were so fluid. Their movements together just sort of melted right into one another, and it was great. They really dug deep for this one, and they came out and
they struck gold.
And America, stop playing with Ariana, please.
Okay, after the routine, we discovered Jim was safe. Yeah. But Ariana was in danger.
Really?
Again.
Come on now.
Do I have to come over?
You don't.
Do we have to have this
discussion? Come over there. Don't make
I'm not in the mood for this. I'm not.
Make her do it. She'll do it.
Okay, we're gonna cleanse. We're gonna cleanse. We're gonna move on.
Moving on to some sunshine.
Yes, after all that rain, we needed some sunshine.
Some sunshine from Virgil and Gabby, who took on a Broadway routine by another new choreographer, Al Blackstone. You can stay, sir.
Yes, we like you. We like you a lot.
We like you.
Yes, we do.
And we love this routine. It was Gabby and Virgil all the way through.
Bright and bouncy. It was all sunshine the entire time. Loved it. They committed to the characters. And they did the movements beautifully. They threw in, Gabby got to do some of her tap. Okay.
We saw that.
Love it. Love it. And hello, full out skirt that she had on, and yes, they both dropped into the split.
Oh yes.
And popped back up.
Pop back up.
Nice.
Really nice.
Quite impressive. Yes, we like that.
Very impressive. Loved it. Great
Again,
job.
Al Blackstone, yeah, you get to stay.
Yeah, and they were both safe after that routine, and they better be safe.
They better be safe.
Shoot.
You know.
And then we move on to the next routine. The
less said, the better. Okay.
Asaf and Kate. They took on jazz routine by Sean Cheeseman.
They were both in danger at the end of the routine. Yes, nobody was shocked by this. We're not going to talk about it. Let's move on.
Let's move on swiftly and professionally. Moving on to, again, key word here today, y'all, beasting. Beasting. And continuing on with the beasting, we had Marissa and Ellis take on a hip hop routine by Mr. Christopher Scott, and
Okay. Marissa needed to bring some hotness on this one, and she did. She did. Eurelis was, she's completely in her element, but it still needed to work with it, and she had to work to, reach the level of Christopher Scott, as well as work with her partner. And there was a connection between her and Marissa. Yeah. And that's what makes it work.
Yeah. And I thought it was a good routine. They did really, really good on that.
Marissa was, she did her hits. She did her hits and she did them well.
Very well.
Yes.
She did a good job. And unfortunately, after that routine, we found out that Marissa was in the bottom 6 and Eurelis was safe.
Yeah.
Which brings us, ladies and gentlemen, to the second of the best routine.
Are we in agreement with this one?
We are in total agreement with this one.
Last week we were in agreement. This week we are also in agreement.
Yes.
This one, routine of the night.
Routine
number of the night
goes to Edson and Megs, who took on a contemporary routine by another new choreographer, Talia Favia. Madam.
Oh, we were throwing our metaphorical shoes at this TV.
Madam,
yes, we were.
Just, unpack your bags.
Set up shop.
Take a seat. Because you staying. You staying.
Have them forward your mail, honey. You ain't going nowhere. We like you.
Our first tissue moment of the season came courtesy of
Talia Favia
Megs
and Edson and Megs. Megs was astounding. She was a miracle.
It's giving me chills just talking about it.
We just burst into blessed tears, and I know we were not the only ones.
We couldn't have been the only ones.
Not possible. Not possible.
I am just like, okay, to see her handle this contemporary, to see her really, really do the damn thing on this contemporary routine.
It wasn't just the movement. I mean, the movement was amazing. But if you can get the desperation and the yearning and the pain coming through somebody's face when you cannot see their face, that is where magic happens, and that is what they gave us. And Megs, you absolutely were nailing it from beginning to end.
The chemistry between Edson and Megs was just phenomenal on this one. They really dug deep, they sunk into it, and they connected, they bonded, and they brought it out to the stage, and it was lovely.
So good. It was just
so good.
Oh, all of the feels, all of them.
Thank you for the tears. They
were very cleansing. They were.
It was. I was just like, gorgeous. But that said and done, both Edson and Megs were safe, of course, and then it brought us to the team routines. Ooh.
Team stage?
Team Street. Let's start with Team Street.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, it was a little bit better than last week.
It was a little bit better than last week.
It had a bit more sass to it. We had choreographer Luam come in and handle the choreography for Team Street on this one.
It had the right amount of swag. It did. It had the right amount of swag.
But
that was about it.
We need more Team Street. I want you guys to bust out.
Seriously.
Rip the stage open.
Okay, you guys have people who with amazing. They have the technique. They have the movement. They have the personalities. Give us that. Please.
We want all that. All of it. Give.
And we knew that it was good, but it wasn't all that. And then along came all that.
And all that was Team Stage. Y'all don't hear me. You don't hear me. Y'all hear me. You didn't hear me. I said Team Stage.
Yes, they did.
They did that.
Yes, they did.
They did that. And Travis Wall, you're sick.
You sick, magnificent bastard.
Travis Wall.
The entire thing based solely on the theatrical tradition of the ghost light. And the ghost light being held by the ghosts
throughout the entire routine. This is how you use props properly.
effectively without it being a hindrance.
Exactly. It was so fluid, and it was part of them.
It was
part of them.
It was the stuff of fabulous night.
It was just
so gorgeous.
I'm telling you, Team Stage is just killing it. They are ripping it.
Those group routines are just, oh my god.
Travis is not playing.
No.
Travis is just like, no, I am gonna win this. My golly.
This just I love y'all, Team Stage. We love Twitch. You know we love Twitch.
We love us some Twitch.
But that was a proper trouncing. It really was. It was wow. Just yeah. There was no chance
Twitch,
on that one.
You gotta go deep.
I hesitate to say the word step up because
we're
not going to do that.
We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Instead, we're going to move on.
We are, and that finishes all the dance performances of the night, which brings us to eliminations. And first up, we found out who America decided to save via Twitter votes. And as you know, in the bottom 6, you had for Team Street, you had Asaf, you had Ariana, and you had JJ. For Team Stage, you had Derek, you had Marissa, and you had Kate. So, based on all the Twitter votes, America decided to save JJ and Derek.
Okay, so that's fair, totally fair. We were okay with this.
But it left 4. It left Kate, Marissa, Ariana, and Asaf. And it came time for the judges to say who they were going to save this week. And
okay, now remember last week what the judges, who the judges say we were not happy.
We were not happy.
There were many people who were not happy.
There were many people happy.
Yeah, we're not going to go there.
Yeah, we're not going to go there.
However, this week they have redeemed themselves.
They sure have.
They saved Ariana and they saved Kate. Sadly, that meant we had to say goodbye to Marissa, who really did a great job. She was so completely underappreciated.
I mean, from the start of the competition, like she really
struggling to bring herself out. Yeah, so yes, sadly we had to say goodbye to Marissa.
And this week, we say goodbye to
Asaf. Yeah, that was a necessary evil that needed to happen. Yeah. For the greater good. Seriously. Okay. So, next week, we can look forward to the top 14.
Yes.
The top 14, and once again, 2 more dancers will be eliminated. Derek will be back.
He will be back.
Yes, and we will see if Team Street grows stronger. I think it will. I will not say anything about that.
Come on, Team Street. Come on, Team Street.
Come on, Twitch. You know you can do this.
Yes. And in closing, as always, guys, please do not forget to vote. Vote for your favorite dancer. Vote for dancers who you think deserve to make it onto the top 10 and into.
Vote for Ariana. I'm sorry. I tried to hold it in.
We love Ariana.
I tried to hold it in.
We love her.
I did.
We can't help it.
We love her.
But remember, guys, please vote.
Yes.
And also, let us know how you feel. You know, we're on social media. You could find us on Facebook at 2 Black Chicks and a Bottle of Wine, the SYTYCD edition.
Or you can check us out on Twitter at Tanya_and_Paula.
Yes, and we're also on YouTube. You could find our channel. It's 2 Black Chicks and a Bottle of Wine. And please subscribe. You know, just hit that little button down there and just subscribe.
Oh, wait, we got to do shout out.
Yes! We got a subscriber. We have a new subscriber. Shout out to Mr. Reggie Gage.
Hi, Reggie.
Hi, Reggie.
How you doing?
Thank you so much for subscribing. We really appreciate it.
Sir.
Yes,
okay.
we do. And
so, next week, top 14. Here we go.
Here we go. We're getting closer, everyone.
Okay. In the meantime, this is Tanya.
This is Paula.
And we are
2 Black Chicks and a Bottle of Wine.
We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.